Hello everyone. In our previous video we have learned how to code an indicator. And we have coded a custom indicator step by step. And we have learned that a custom indicator includes three main parts: callback function, data input, and data output. And we will talk about how the indicator line is calculated in this video. Let's see how the indicator line is generated from the candlesticks on the chart. The process is complicated. We need to analyze the structures and we need to know their positions in the map. Okay, first of all, we need to understand that callback function is in the central position of the map. And the data input is on the left and the data output is on the right of the map. When we want to calculate an indicator line, and we need to pass a context to the callback function. And one context contains four parts: the parameters, the data input handle, the data output handle, and the calculated length. And the data input handle includes a couple of key value pairs. So, volume projects to 0, time projects to 1, open projects to 2, and so on. So this part is the name, and this part is the index. We can arrange the order arbitrarily. And we can make time project to 0, we can make open project to 0 as well. So we can order them arbitrarily. In our previous example, we made volume as the index of 0. So, to simplify the experiment, we will make volume project to 0. In the callback function, we need to use APIs to get the parameters, the data input handle, data output handle, and the calculated length. We have provided 4 APIs to get the information. We can use getDataInput to get the data input handle, and we can use getDataOutput to get the data output handle, and we can use getIndiParameter to get the parameters. We can use getCalculatedLength to get the calculated length. And then we can use the information to do the calculation, and to generate the line. Okay, when we finish the calculation, we need to put the data output into an array that the data output handle referred to. In our example, we call it test as the name of the data output. So we need to pass test as the parameter when we call getDataOutput. And we need to notice that in our system, the data are indexed from left to right. That means that we need to specify the element indexed 0 to access the oldest data. And we need to specify the element indexed length -1 inch to access the latest data. So does the indicator line, so we need to index 0 to the oldest data. And we need to index length -1 inch to the latest data. Okay, and another point is the callback function is triggered by the tick data. So, when we receive streaming quotes in the callback function would be called. And the return value of getCalculatedLength is 0 while the callback function runs for the first time. So, for the first time the getCalculatedLength would return 0. And after receiving the first tick, the getCalculatedLength will always return the length of the data input -1. So, it will always be equal to the length of the data input -1 inch after receiving the first tick. We need to remember this rule. Okay. By running this process, we can convert the candlesticks on a chart to an indicator line. In our next video, we will talk about how to get the parameters and how to add parameters to generate varied indicator lines. Okay, hopefully this video can help you learn how to code an indicator line. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.